What's up guys, JB2017 here, bringing you another Advanced Warfare multiplayer tips and tricks video. And today we're going to talk about how to use the Armory, which is a brand new system in the multiplayer that kind of revolves around the new customization options we have in the game. So as you can tell, here's my guy, he's pretty slick, he's decked out in all the customization. I got the golden exosuit, which is from day 0, and then I also have the slick aviators and the classy beanie. But anyways, the way I do this is by going through to the Armory, and the Armory is in the multiplayer menu just below Operator. And in a nutshell, the Armory is basically where the game stores all of your unique weapons and armor that you gain from the game. And you may be wondering, how do I actually gain this stuff? Well, it's basically through two ways mainly two ways. The first one is through challenges. So if you complete a challenge, you'll unlock a certain piece of armor. It's usually armor that you get, from challenges, from completing challenges. However, weapons are pretty much from supply drops. I think they're only from supply drops. And you may be wondering how you get supply drops. I'm actually working on that video. I'm doing some more testing. I want to get it right before I upload it. So that may be up tonight. If it's not, you will see another tip video tonight. So anyways, back to the Armory. So what's going on here? There are 4 different tiers or colors, or I guess you'd call it rarity, of items in your Armory. And they range between armor and weapons. But keep in mind, armor is purely cosmetic. There is no kind of armor you can put on that will give you a statistical advantage in the game. For example, my Atlas Vigilante Aviator sunglasses, they don't give me any statistical advantage. They just look cool. So just keep that in mind when I'm going through this here. Weapons do have a statistical difference. We'll get to that in a second. So the first tier is just normal. It's just white text. Nothing is special about these items. Next is the green enlisted. And again, there's nothing special about the armor. However, the weapons, you will get 1 upgrade and 1 downgrade in a stat category on each enlisted green weapon. So as you can tell on the S12U, I get increased fire rate at the expense of accuracy. So you kind of have to weigh the balances and kind of figure out in your head, okay, is this worth it? Is this, a nice thing to have on my weapon? So the next tier is the blue professional tier. And with this on weapons, you get 2 upgrades and 2 downgrades. And that's what sets that apart from the enlisted. And then finally, the largest tier, I guess, or the best tier, I guess you could say, is elite. Unfortunately, I don't have an elite weapon to show you guys. I haven't earned one yet, but I can confirm that the elite weapons actually give you 3 upgrades and 3 downgrades. So really, there's a nice, bunch of variants and combination options for us to play around in this game. Also, they have this system where you can redeem items for XP that you don't want. So as you can tell, I'm hovering over my normal pants. This doesn't work. You can't redeem just normal items for experience. But as you can tell on the bottom bar, all you see is sort, equip, friends, back. If I move over to a colored item, redeem for XP shows up. So I can redeem green items for 500 XP, blue items for 1000 XP, and finally yellow, orange, or elite items for 2000 experience. So as you can tell, I'm level 27. This is not a huge boost for me. I can see this being a nice boost, when you first start out in a prestige, but really when you get to this point, it's not that much of a boost. So I guess that's kind of something you guys are gonna have to decide if that's worth it or not. So that is how the Armory works, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what you're feeling about the Armory, if you like the system or not. I kind of like it. I like all this customization. It really feels unique, and it's not something we've ever had in a Call of Duty game. So I hope you learned something new from this video, and if you did, remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Advanced Warfare multiplayer tips and tricks content on the daily. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.